In 1999, the very first Silent Hill video game was released on PlayStation 1. The game was successful enough to boast many sequels. Part 2 is considered to be the most disturbing game imaginable. While I do love Part 2, the fourth game is my personal favorite, mainly because I played it a bunch with my third older sister. In 2006, the movie adaptation of Silent Hill was released in theaters. Most video game movies get a bad rep. Silent Hill the movie is no different. It sits at 31% on Rotten Tomatoes. Honestly, this movie is nothing more than a really fun ride, and here are my 3 reasons why. Silent Hill the movie focuses on Rose, whose daughter has a condition of sleepwalking and shouting out Silent Hill. Rose has an idea of going to the town of Silent Hill despite the town having a horrible history. She ends up in the car crash and wakes up to find out that her daughter is gone. In Silent Hill, every place is abandoned. Fog is thick and ashes fall from the sky. When the sirens go off, darkness illumes and terrifying creatures are out for blood. Rose must find her daughter before it's too late. Like most video game movies, this has unfavorable reviews by critics. To be honest, aside from Prince of Persia and Hitman, this is probably my favorite video game movie. Here are my reasons. This one I had to point out. All of the music composed by Akira Yamaoka is present in this movie. You should recognize most of the tunes that he did. Wounded War Song, Promise Reprise, the first Silent Hill theme, etc. Most video game movies try to use their own kind of music. I mean, they aren't terrible. This one at least has tunes that were in the games. I love the soundtrack for each of the games. Hearing them in the movie is very engaging. Silent Hill games have a bunch of disturbing looking monsters. With the movie, you would think they would use CGI to make them monsters. But no, they were played by real life people in the movie. Yes, even Pyramid Head is played by a real person. If you take a look at the documentary, you can see that actual people had to put on a lot of latex-like material to become the terrifying beasts. The Grey Children were played by just one person doing multiple takes. They worked very hard and most likely sustained hard times while wearing those costumes. Not only were the costumes risky to wear while performing, but actual main actors had to deal with the liability of dangerous scenes. The actresses who play as both Rose and Sybil Bennett dealt with a real blade that Pyramid Head used. They had to be very precise in their moves, otherwise they would have been cut badly. If you think so or not, this movie follows the source material to the video games and follows the first video game's plotline. I mean, yes, Pyramid Head didn't appear until the second game came out, but either way, it's still nice to see it stays true to this title. You can really tell that the director was very passionate about this project. The cinematography stays true to the camera angles that the games provide. Anyone willing to make video game movies should take note of this. If you ever decide to make a movie based on a game, follow closely to what made the game most known for. So there you go. Those are my 3 reasons why Silent Hill is my favorite video game movie. I am aware that there is a sequel, but let's face it, it's nowhere as good. If you love the Silent Hill games, give the movie a fair chance.